I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
Guys, stop talking about the World Cup. You know I'm not into sports, and if you keep spamming about it, I'm just going to ban you. Because you know that you're just derailing the chat. You're being stupid about it, so shut up. Okay. In the regards to reacting, okay, obviously last month we did the quartering react. People liked it and said, would you react more to stuff? And I said, well, you know, if we can figure something out, I would do it. But what would we do? You know, what would we actually react to? So apparently there is this crazy situation going on. I don't really understand it because I haven't followed it at all. I think it's something to do with Legos. Bricks and Mini Figs, I guess, is the name of a business that's in hot water. My insane baseline understanding is that there is some kind of a scandal and or scam going on between this company called Bricks and Mini Figs and the local police of a small town, where basically it's like the police are almost like racketeers going around protecting this business as they scam people and scam money. And a YouTuber went to the town to expose that this was going on, and the police have attacked the YouTuber and come after him. And now there is a lawsuit going on, and it's just blown up all over the internet. I think that's what happened. But I don't really know because I haven't followed it. I haven't researched it. This is all just like little hints I'm getting from chat and from like social media, but I haven't looked into it at all. Okay? So, yeah, if this is a topic that you guys want me to talk about, I'm down for it, but I need to know who to watch and react to. Okay? Okay, so hold on. I'm being told, you're giving me help right now, and I appreciate it. Let me write all this down. I'm being told the original video. So first of all, what's it called? Is it called Bricks and Mini Figs? The original video is from Reckless Ben. That's what you're telling me. Okay? Original video was by Reckless Ben. All right? Now, who else has covered it, and who should I watch and react to what they're saying to get the full story outside of the original video? Or is it just the Reckless Ben has all the videos? Okay, it's called I Tracked Down the Thief Who Stole 200,000 of Legos. Okay. CoffeeZilla is the person to watch. Everyone is saying CoffeeZilla just made a video about it. Boomer Shooter Guy, instead of being a toxic negative jerk and saying, oh, everyone already talked about it, why are you going to talk about it? How about you just shut up? People want me to react to stuff. We're going to give it a try. I'm directly responding to what people want, and you're the only person being negative about it. Shut up. Okay? No one wants to hear it. Thanks. So people are saying, Reckless Ben has a bunch of videos on it. Okay. All right, I got to ban a bunch of fucking idiots who won't shut up and let me concentrate. You're pissing me off. Okay. There's a list of Reckless Ben's videos in order on the Wikipedia page. Yeah, but I could easily figure that out. I'll just find his channel, and I'll just look at the chronological posting order. That shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Okay. Okay. So if you guys are interested in this, okay, and you really want me to do it, I would consider doing it maybe next week. We'll give it a try. If it sounds like there's so much content to cover, do like one night stream of it on the React channel, okay, and see if I'm reacting to this, you know, if people like it. I don't know if they will, because unlike the documentary React from June the King, this isn't as focused. You know, the June the King documentary is 2.5 hours. You know what to watch. In this case, this is something very different. This is a series of videos, and I don't know if people will like it or not. Okay. All right, so we'll think about it. I'll try to see if maybe we'll work it into the schedule for a late stream next week. Give it a try, see if it works. If it does, great. And if it doesn't, we tried. You know, I did want to break up the content and not just do gameplay every stream. If we want to do variety, I'm okay with that. Particularly this month, I didn't do a marathon, so it would be good to break up the content a bit. But, you know, let's see. Okay. Okay, good stuff. This is all great stuff, guys. Really, thank you for the help. You're helping me to figure stuff out right now, okay? What to do for DSP Tries It next week, okay? This week, I tried out, for the first time in a while, Sonic. And to be honest, I actually enjoyed it. I had a really good time with this new summertime smasher burger that they have or whatever. The video has done okay. I did it on Monday. It's now Thursday. And the video has around 800 views. I'm hoping it'll eventually hit 1,000. Typically, they do. But in this case, because it wasn't a toxic negative review like sometimes I do. Like, for example, the week before was when I reviewed Chico Chicken, and I absolutely hated it. And I called it disgusting. That has over 1,500 views. So that video did good for DSP Tries It. But then we got a positive one, and it's only 800 views. Do you see the difference, the juxtaposition here? Yeah. If you've been liking the Pokemon card stuff, the good news is we changed the way that we're doing it. All right? The way that we're doing it is this. If I play either Pokemon or TCG on a stream, I am going to open a pack of cards for free, okay, on that stream. If we receive a $50 contribution from someone at any point during any stream, that will qualify to open a pack of cards. Okay? If we hit milestones of $100, that's a pack opened. $150, that's a pack opened. Okay? And every 50 on. So basically, every stream is eligible, but there's going to be some streams where likely we're not going to do it because there's going to be slower streams. Be honest, to this stream right now, I don't know. It's already Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which traditionally has had very little support and viewership. We are almost an hour into the stream, and I have received 0 support. 0. So, it's not looking too good for this stream. You know what I'm saying? Unless stuff changes and it picks up, then I don't think that we're going to be opening any packs of cards on this stream. Okay? I feel like whenever there's a themed stream of Pokemon or TCG, that's when the people who are really into Pokemon cards, they show up and they support those streams. I don't think those people are going to show up to other random streams. Therefore, you know, it'll be nice if every once in a while we have someone who does it, but, you know, I don't know. Okay? I guess we'll have to see, right? Okay. So, there you have it. Now, if you've had fun today so far, please support this stream. All right? You guys know all the ways you can. On the YouTube side, you can become a member. You can gift a membership. You can do a super chat. You can do a super sticker. On the kick side, you can become a sub. You can give some subs to your fellow viewer. You can give some kicks. All appreciated. Or, no matter where you are, you can tip me via PayPal. All right? I hope that you've enjoyed the show so far. We've actually got decent attendance, over 200 on YouTube. I don't know how many we have on Kick. But let's get some support for the stream right now. Let's get our first support in. Let's do some shout-outs. And then let's do some Q&A. To be honest, that's all I had for the show today. I wanted to talk about where we are with every game, brainstorm some games for next week, talk about the React event, and do DSP Tries It, and we've got through all of it. So now, whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm down. You can tag me in either chat, and let's go. Let's get some support for the stream. Okay, so what do you guys want to chat about? Oh, no, not him again. Thank you for $1.50. That is our first contribution of the stream. Big Juicy Turds, also known as BJT, just tipped me $2, so just checking in for Thursday. Gee, thanks for being the first tip of the day, BJT. I appreciate that. Wait, what did I just do? It's $2. And Lance Catamaran has returned from the dead to drop 100 kicks on the stream. First time seeing him in over a week. Thank you, Lance. That's the first kick support of the day, as you can see. Very slow day so far. So thank you, Lance. Good to see you back. How you doing? Nothing here said if you had to pick a game of the year so far, what would you pick? Again, you guys ask me these questions. I don't have all this information at the top of my head. You know, I play so many games. I don't remember. Like, I'd have to go to my playlist here, start looking around to see what games I really liked, what games I didn't like, right? Like, taking a look here. I really liked Vampire Crawlers. I wish I could have played more. I really like Mouse PI for Hire. I liked Pragmata. Slay the Spire 2, I really liked. Resident Evil Requiem, obviously, I really liked. And honestly, that's probably it for this year so far, because every other games I played are older games that wouldn't qualify for this year. So there you go. There's your answer for now. Maybe that'll change, but that's, you know, just taking a very cursory quick look. John, thank you for the membership. Did you just re-up your membership? We should count that for the stream. Thank you, John. Okay, some shout-outs. Lance Catamaran has gifted a sub. Thank you, Lance, for the first gifted sub of the day. I very much appreciate that, Lance. Seriously, it's Lance, just so you know, basically it's stepdad all the time, you every once in a while, and every once in a while one other person, and that's about it. I just don't get a lot of support on Kick, so I do appreciate the fact that you do come by and hang out and support when you can. Thank you for that. Okay. It's cause and effect. If I hadn't gotten the increase of engagement, support that I got in the last 2 years, I never would have been able to do any of the positive improvements that you guys are seeing on stream. And I think, honestly, the reason it took me so long to get here was because I was very financially bad off for a long time, and people would come support me, and you wouldn't see any positive change. Okay, it's time for a real talk situation with all of you right now. For a long time, I was financially bad off. I was in insane amounts of debt. I was making insanely bad decisions. I went into bankruptcy. So you would support my streams, and then nothing would change. Everything would look like shit. The camera looked like shit. I looked like shit. You know what I'm saying? People would still like me and my content, but they were like kind of sad because they were coming by and liking me and they would support and then nothing would improve. Like, well, that kind of sucks. But finally, I got to a point where things did turn a corner. I got financially to the point where things were better. And now when you guys supported me, I could directly use that to refuel it back into the business and myself to improve everything here. Okay? So it is you guys and your support that allows me to continue to go onward and upward. So thank you for that. Every single one of you who have watched and who have supported in a positive way in the last 2 years, you guys are the reason why things are better now. Okay? It wasn't, oh, Phil just decided overnight to get healthy. I always wanted to be healthy, but I didn't have the means. Now I actually have the means. And I'm going to follow through with my promises, and I'm going to stay healthy, and I'm going to kick fucking ass, getting healthy, and doing awesome content for you guys in the future. Okay? I know it's a joke, it's a meme, that I just did my 1 year Switch 2 retrospective, and I'm holding the Switch 2 in my hand like this, and there's an AI thumbnail that shows that my arm is huge and everything. But my goal is that hopefully eventually I can really get there. That would be pretty cool, don't you think? That eventually my arm actually is buff like that? Yeah. So why not? And I'm working on it. I'm committing. I'm doing it. I told you, I'm working out 4 to 5 times a week. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep eating healthier foods, protein, low fat, low carb, keep it going, and improve my life situation as much as I possibly can. Okay? Good stuff. So hold on. Deadhead did a $5 super chat and says, I'm a TCG collector. Is there a card you're hunting for? Have you thought about opening a P.O. box to get stuff? I wouldn't mind sending packs and cards. I'm never going to open a P.O. box because too many people harass me and would just send me junk. Can't do it. Okay? Best way to support is support the streams and guide me towards things that I should be doing. Like if you think there's a set I should get, a pack I should get, guide me towards that stuff. I'll get it myself. I can't have people just sending me shit. Too many, abusive idiots. Right? Hitting $100, that's a card pack. $150, that's a card pack. So get the stream some support and let's get some packs opening, right? Okay. Someone just tipped me $2, says you do not need money to be healthy. Wrong. You're an idiot. Thanks for $2. That's the sad truth, is that in the society we live in, you do need money to be healthy. 100%. That's just 100% true. Sorry. Okay. Ha ha ha. And then we have a $2 troll tipper who's very upset with the fact that everything has been improving for me. They're insanely upset and say, tipped me to say that. That's hilarious. No, why would I read the message out? It's a toxic idiot. It's someone who I know who's a loser and is always going to be a loser because of the way that they behave. They're incredibly jealous of me, the fact that I've improved my life, and they're very upset, and you can tell with the way that they say stuff. They're like pissing themselves angry because they want me to have a downfall, but instead I'm going the other way. They can't stand it. Why the fuck would I read that message? They can go fucking spin on a cactus. Okay. For the record, when I do this, it's because my nose itches because of my allergies. Like right now, my nose is itching, so I do that. And that way I don't have to touch it, because if I touch my nose actively with my fingers, I have a chance of getting grease and pimples and shit because I have bad skin. So whenever you see me doing that, it's because I'm actually scratching my nose. It's a way to do it. Makes the inside not itch it or be feel like allergies anymore. Oh no, I didn't get to it yet. Nothing here did a $2 Canadian super chat. He says, cheers to a healthy life. Very inspiring to hear. Thank you. That's $1.44. Thank you. Nothing here. Nothing here. So with all this fun stuff we've been talking about, let's go. All right, let's get some support rolling. Let's get a $50 contribution, whether it's a super chat, a tip, 10 subs, 5,000 kicks. Let's get $50 now, and let's open a pack of cards on this podcast before it ends. All right? And let's get to $100 of support, and then we'll open another pack. Let's go. Let's get some packs popping. Let's get that gold foil Mega Greninja EX ultra rare. It's actually called a mega rarity card from this box of Chaos Rising. Let's go. And just to show you guys, no, I didn't open any packs off camera. All the packs are here because everyone's like, he's going to open all the packs off camera. No, I didn't. They're all here. This is a good box. Like the first box I opened off camera was a really good box. Already we got 3 hits in this box in the first 7 packs. I'm feeling very good about this box. So I'm not going to open any packs off camera. This is just for on camera. Okay. So there you go. I'm so confident we're going to be opening a pack before the end of the podcast. I'm bringing this and putting it right here. No, you know what? I'll put it right here because we're going to open this sucker in just a little bit. That's how confident I am that we're opening some cards. Let's go. I just love the idiots saying dumb shit. You know what? Shadow Ninja, you're done. You keep spamming about World Cup. Go fuck yourself. You're an idiot. You guys have to understand that me getting healthy was not an overnight thing and it wasn't an easy thing. It was a slow, gradual process of weaning myself off of the stuff that was bad for me and making it so that I didn't want it anymore. Okay? Listen, I love burgers. Right now, I would drive to McDonald's or order from McDonald's because I have access to the app. Makes it even worse because it's even easier to do. And I would get a bunch of cheeseburgers and a quarter pounder and some nuggets with sweet and sour sauce, and I would eat it. I crave it. Like right now, I crave it. I'd be like, dude, I think those McDonald's burgers are craveable. Am I eating McDonald's? When was the last time I ate McDonald's? When we ordered it for DSP Tries It months ago. Okay? So I have the cravings, but I have control over it. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is, well, Phil, you're very hypocritical, pot calling the kettle black. What are you talking about? I have the same cravings. I used to eat all the shitty food too. It was part of my diet. There was a time there for like a year. All right. I was eating nothing but fast food and delivery food or shitty frozen food. Everything was bad that I ate and I ballooned up. Okay. Before, like a long time ago, when I started as a YouTuber, all I did was eat fast food, like every meal. And there was no delivery, then I had to drive to get it. But I was eating the fried chicken sandwich, the grilled chicken sandwich, the burger, the hot dog, the BLT, deli meat sandwich. That was what I ate every freaking meal. So I've been there, but I basically weaned myself off of all that shit. And I said, I'm not going to do it. And it was both me and my wife who did it together, for the record, is that we decided we don't want to have this in our lifestyle anymore. We want to improve. We want to get healthy. And we decided no more of this, no more of this, wean ourselves off this, wean ourselves off that, which we have. No more snack pizzas at night, in the middle of the night, that we're putting in the oven and, 1,000 calories. None of that shit. We don't even eat pizza anymore. We don't eat anything with cheese. We basically have got cheese completely out of our diet and lifestyle. You know what I mean? And that's how we did it. But we did it together. If we still stocked all the bad shit in the house, we'd be eating it. You know what I mean? If I was going to say, unlimited access, just order food whenever we want, we'd be doing it. But we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only time that we're eating bad is DSP Tries It. That's the worst food that I eat all week. In fact, when we eat out on our day off, it's usually a healthy option. Indian food with no cream or cheese. But like tandoori chicken or something like that. Teriyaki chicken. That's grilled chicken with the sauce. But yeah, the sauce is the bad part, but it's grilled chicken. Mediterranean food where it's that stuff that they slow cook all day. And we're not eating the fatty ones. We're trying to eat the healthier ones like the chicken and stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff that we're ordering out. See, there you go. Nah, I don't believe you. Well, if you don't believe me, you're a fucking retard because you must be blind. Like, that's the only thing I can tell you. You must actually be retarded to be that stupid. I don't know what else to say. Anyone who's a logical brain in their head looks at me now versus how I used to look and says, he definitely did life changes and he's definitely got discipline or else he wouldn't look like that. Sorry, you're so stupid. I don't know what else to say. Maybe you need some help. Yak Almighty says, a great Cooking with the King series would be great to show that you've been eating to get into better shape. I feel like DSP Tries It is a bad influence for you in the audience. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not a cook. My wife is the cook. I'm not going to go to the kitchen and document her cooking. I'm streaming. She cooks while I stream. And then when I'm done streaming, I upload, I go eat, and I'm back to stream. I'm not going to say, hey, everyone. So today I'm going to go record every step that my wife is doing in the kitchen so that everyone can criticize how she looks and fuck around and be dicks to her and document how we cook and say everything we make is bad. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck about those people. And, that's not going to help anyone, to be frank. You can find out things to cook healthy for yourself. Okay? I'm not a guru. I'm not a chef. I'm not here to teach people how to cook. It's easy to figure out how to do, for the record. It just takes effort and it takes discipline. But no, I'm not going to do that series because all that does is it feeds the trolls with nonsense that they want, intrusive shit in my life, and my fans don't care. So I'm not going to bother with that shit. No, I haven't made my own sauce in a very long time. You want to know what killed that? COVID did. I was regularly making my batch of homemade marinara sauce about once every 2 months. And it would be a big-ass pot of my recipe of homemade marinara sauce, and it would be enough for like 8 servings. Okay, and it's great. And by the way, for the record, it's not bad for you. Yeah, there's some fat in there because I actually render pork fat down as the base of the sauce. But outside of that, there's nothing too bad in that sauce. It's not bad for you at all. It's pretty good. But it just, COVID fucked it up. Because to get all the ingredients for that sauce, I need to go to 2 or 3 different places to get different kinds of tomatoes and stuff. And to do that, you had to drive around and do it. And during COVID, it was just fucking impossible. Like everything was shut down and fucked up. So during COVID, we stopped doing it. And ever since, we just don't bother. And now we rarely eat sauce. Here's what we do. You want healthy? Here's healthy. We buy something called passata. Does anyone actually know what passata is in the chat right now? I bet you don't. Passata is not tomato sauce. All it is strained Italian tomatoes. Okay? They turn it kind of into a sauce, but it's just strained Italian tomatoes. So all you do, if you're going to make pasta now, you do it with that, and then you just season it, and you're done. There's no base of it. There's no pork base. There's nothing. It's just strained tomatoes with some seasoning. Incredibly healthy for you. Like, ridiculously healthy for you compared to a sauce that has sugar and fat and all that other shit in it. This is like, does it have less flavor? Yes, it does. But it has a strong tomato flavor, which is really all you're looking for when you're trying to have a basic plate of pasta, you know? So that's what we do now. And it's much healthier than we used to do. Again, these are all things that we've done to improve our life. We're not buying store-bought sauce. I'm not making my own sauce. We're just buying strained tomatoes, add a few seasonings, done. That's your pasta sauce, you know? And it's insanely healthy for you. But that's just one of the many things that we've changed. Well, that's correct. I am grateful towards those who support me, who keep me going, who have let me improve my life. I'm not supportive or are nice and patient towards idiots who say dumb shit like that in the kick chat and who have never supported me. So, what's in the freezer? Nothing yet. You mean the new freezer we bought? It's in the garage. We're going tomorrow to stock it. We're going to get tons of stuff. We're going to get all kinds of lean chicken, 2-3 different kinds. We're going to get salmon. We're going to see what they have. We're going to do some runs to different places, and we're going to see what's out there, and we're going to try to load this sucker up so we don't have to go shopping that often. Yeah, we're going to put protein pretzels in the freezer, you fucking idiot. Do I think I'll ever go to Italy? I have no idea. It might be something to consider in the future. Fuck this idiot. Goodbye. I've been cleaning the house on Kick recently, and I'm actually happy I have because now I don't have to put up with stupidity. So you notice a lot of the morons are gone. Well, another one just got kicked out the fucking door, and they're not coming back. Thankfully. Enough of these idiots. Martin Short Bus with a $5 super chat says, I second non-optional 60 FPS for GTA. It's a deal breaker otherwise. Yeah, like I'll play it at 30 frames. And I'm going to shit on it the entire fucking time. I am not going to pull punches. I will shit on that game if Rockstar developed this game for as long as they have and can't get it to 60 frames on a modern console. They can just go fuck off. Because they should be better than that. They should have taken all that money that they brought in from GTA Online and actually put it into making a good game. And if they can't do it, well, they're going to get called out for it rightly. Rumpelstiltskin, you don't know what you're talking about. We don't have it sitting on the floor. We have it sitting on specialized matting designed for this so you can have weight machines in your house. It's literally designed for that so that you don't damage your floor or your ceiling. Thanks. They make that shit. If you don't believe it, yeah, they actually make that shit. It protects the floor fully. For the record, King Furbs, do not fucking unban any of these idiots who I've been banning recently. They're the toxic element in the kick chat who need to be removed because they literally make it that other people cannot talk, and I've had enough of them. So don't let them back in. MKASP, thank you for $2, MKASP. I appreciate that. Let's do a nice Machoke flex with Machoke. There we go. And he says, I'm smoking a joint. The next rip is for you. Thank you so much, MKASP. Now, guys, let's go. It's been a fun podcast, has it not? But here's what's going to happen. When I start playing Symphony of the Night, half of you are going to leave, and we're going to get no support. Seriously, I know, because it's already happened twice. Now, I like Symphony of the Night. I'm going to keep playing it. But right now, let's go. Let's get support for the show. I know you've enjoyed it. You've had a great time. You've clip farmed. Now let's go. Let's get a $50 contribution. Let's open a pack of cards. Let's get to $100 of support. Let's open another pack of cards. Let's get some support going for the show. And let's do some card unpacking before we get to Symphony of the Night. Some of these people, this dumb stuff they say is just like, my God, there's no brain cells there. There really isn't. It's like Curly used to say, the Three Stooges. I keep trying to think, but nothing happens. People person says, what percentage of people buying Pokemon cards do you think are basically adults buying them for money and collectability and resale versus kids? I would argue 90%. I think it's 90% of people who buy Pokemon cards are adults, 10% are children. I'm serious. That's what I believe. People think 99%. I think it's 90%, not exaggerating. Because you got to think of it this way. How would a child buy them exactly, right? Or a child whose parent, if they tell them, hey, I want Pokemon cards. Do you think the parent has time to go to PokemonCenter.com at 9 a.m. on the day when pitch black is dropping to sit there refreshing, trying to log into the fucking site to buy a box of cards for their kids? No. Normal people don't have time to do that shit. What they want to do is get something that's easily accessible and easily obtainable. And they just go and get it when they have free time or when they're doing something else, right? A parent doesn't have time to do that shit and the kid can't buy it because the kid doesn't have a job. So, no, I would argue maybe 10% get bought casually by parents, or they get a chance, they go to the store, they pre-order for their kid, and they happen to get it because of that. But for most people, it's these losers who just sit there fucking clicking. I need to resell this. I need to resell it, make money. And then they buy it all up and they resell it on the internet because they're fucking greedy. No, I'm not surprised by people's stupidity. They are becoming more stupid by the day. Because again, as we have a new generation of people who are eternally online, which means their existence is online. They don't really live in the real world. They do, but they don't think they do. They actually believe that the vast majority of their existence is online based. And so that generation is just dumb as fuck. They don't even know how to do basic shit. They can't function without the help of others and or assistance. So because they've only lived online, they don't know anything. And they actually think they're smart, but they're not. Most of them don't even have like functional reading, writing skills. They can barely talk. They're all fucking, everything they say is like, you know, slang and shit. They're just, it's so dumb. And these are the people who's the next generation that are stepping up to do things like go to jobs and stuff. It's pretty pathetic and bad, this generation. And you know, it would say, do you blame them? Honestly, I don't. It's because the generation before them basically never became adults and therefore never raised this generation of kids. So these kids were left to their own devices and they were just handed a device. Here's a phone. Go mess with this while I go do something. So there was no parenting. So the kids never learned how to be humans. So now they're just weirdos who sat on the internet all fucking day. And that's how they act. They act like fucking bizarre people. They can't even have like a regular social interaction with anyone because their parents never parented them and taught them a damn thing. And that's the situation that humanity is in right now. It's pretty fucked up.
And hey, Adam.
Hey, Dirty Rat.
Dirty Rat's a good boy. He is. Check him out on the YouTube channel.